Pro-Palestinian protesters who cut short Toronto's Pride Parade reiterated demands to organizers about why they blocked the route and prematurely stopped the celebrations. Here's CTV's Beth Macdonell.
This is pro-Palestinian protesters shutting down Canada's largest Pride Parade in Toronto. The disruption causing organizers to cancel the march through the streets about an hour early and forcing 67 groups in the parade to stop without finishing the route.
There is no pride in genocide.
Gary Kinsman is a founding member of Toronto's Gay and Lesbian Committee in 1981 and recently resigned from Pride Toronto. He says the decision to protest was after a meeting was requested with Pride Toronto to discuss demands from Queers for Palestine, which included the organization divesting from corporations it says have ties with Israel.
We had 19 members of Pride Toronto, 10 ex-members, hundreds of people from the community asked Pride Toronto to have this special general meeting. They refused.
The protest was organized by a newly formed group called the Coalition Against Pinkwashing. They say they're disappointed the parade was cut short, but they were forced to interfere to highlight and educate people about the number of Palestinians dying in the nearly 9-month-long running conflict.
It is utterly shameful that Pride Toronto has turned into a spectacle that glamorizes the very corporations and governments that are oppressing and discriminating against us.
Estella Nash is a lesbian who took part in the parade.
It was really horrifying. It was sad. It was really sad for all of us. There's other times and places you can protest. I mean, we get one little tiny weekend a year to show everybody.
While others have been left feeling torn.
It is disappointing. On another hand, there's like a crisis going on in the world, and there should be more of a push to increase awareness of it.
Pride Toronto's executive director says that decision made for the safety of everyone. He says a written response was given to groups who wanted information and the meeting in the spring over the demands.
You know, when I speak to my colleagues across the world that are leading prides, they have had several meetings and the disruptions still happen.
Protesters say they would rather see a smaller grassroots Pride Parade rather than a larger one with corporate sponsors they say they can't support. Beth Macdonell, CTV News, Toronto.